Hey guys, good morning, welcome to another live session of Stocksnipertrading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
Trading with a perfect broker is the key, which takes you one step ahead. At AAAFx, we have you covered. The future of Forex is zero commission. Here at AAAFx, we offer ultra-low commission, which starts at 99 cents per lot. Our accounts spreads start from 0.0 pips. With account leverage up to 500x, and can have a minimum deposit of $100, with an additional 100% deposit bonus, regulated by HCMC Greece, compliant with ESMA. EU, regulated with FSCA, South Africa. Nothing to lose, but something to gain. Trade with the world's most liquid market provider, AFX, recommended by Stocksnipertrading. To get started, use the affiliate link below.
As a trader, we all look for tight or low spreads, which helps us to get in and out of the market. Using the right broker can help us try different strategies. With multiple options of brokers on the web, here at Stocksnipertrading, we have a recommended broker, that is, HankoTrade. With spreads as low as 0 pips and leverage up to 500x, HankoTrade is just one click away. With multiple account types to choose from, you also have a minimum deposit of $10. Using HankoTrade's affiliate program, refer a friend and earn up to a 40% commission on trading volume. Built by traders, for traders. HankoTrade.
Hey guys, welcome to Stocksnipertrading. My name is Ronnie, my partner is Dave. Welcome guys. It is Tuesday, May 30th. It's 12 p.m. Eastern. I welcome you guys. Thanks for joining. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for 2.5 hours. We're going to go till approximately 2:30 p.m. Eastern. What we're going to do is we're going to conduct a top-down analysis on a few securities. We're going to look for some setups. And then hopefully if you guys are going to continue trading, you guys are going to carry on into going into power hour, but just be careful with your trading. Welcome everyone. Thanks everyone for joining. Everyone on Zoom, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for joining. Everyone on YouTube, thank you guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to get started, but briefly before we get started, I just want to just illustrate what is going on over here, because a lot of people just see bubbles going on over here. So first off, this is Bookmap. This is a live liquidity platform. It's displaying the live liquidity in the market for, I have it, the security I'm looking at, it's just like charts and tickers and things like that. I'm looking at US 30 over here. So what we have over here is the depth of market, DOM. You guys have probably heard about that. This is the order book. Okay, so it's all the pending orders in a queue in the market waiting to get transacted. And above us we have all the offers. Below us we have all the bids. This is the current order book in the market. I have it on 15-minute time slices, where we're looking here is 11 a.m., 11:15, 11:30, 11:45. Right now we're starting at 12 p.m. and then in the next 15 minutes you're going to see 12:15. So this is all of the transactions that occurred in between the last 15 minutes. And this indicator below here is cumulative volume delta. It's just sales. It's just buys minus sells, and we are below zero. We're below baseline. So the net liquidity that we have over here is still negative, so it's still basically sell side volume still pushing down the market. So this was a nice little pullback that happened right here around 11:20 a.m. This is where it kind of bottomed out. You can see it came all the way down to negative 1,000, and it kind of bounced back up to about negative 500, and this is where we are, negative 600. So we're going to see if the buyers, the bids, can bid it right back up to this baseline zero, and we'll see what can happen up there. But right now the book is kind of balanced because we're transacting right at this VWAP, this volume weighted average price line, this white line right here. So the market is very consolidated right now. So we can also see on our candlestick chart that it's basically just trading sideways in a very tight range right now, but this will eventually open up after it accumulates a little more. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our time doing a top-down analysis, make sure to stress the importance why this is important to do, and so you can know higher time frames, so we don't just jump into 5 minutes and we think that we're trending up right now when basically today could have been a complete bearish day and we think that it's a bullish day by just looking at this. Okay, so thank you guys for joining. Appreciate you guys, and if you guys can hit the likes, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell while you're here. If you get good value out of this channel, if it's helping you with your trading, if it helps with your education, that's the most important, okay? Because education, once you learn how to trade, then you can trade every single day for the rest of your life. So this is what we want to stress here. So if you do enjoy our channel, hit a like. We do appreciate it. Thank you guys. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get started, but first, as always, let's take a look if we have any news that will affect our trading this afternoon, because sometimes there is some folders that might affect us, so we have to know. This is just a basic Forex Factory website. It's nothing special, like it doesn't have all the bells and whistles. It's something just real quick, real easy. Come in, see if there's anything that can affect what you're trading, the security you're trading. So we can see today, like I can see London 3 a.m. Eastern, we had some Swiss news, we had some Spanish news. Going over here, we had a little bit. We traded London too, so it was okay. We had a couple trades with US 30 and DAX. Then Dave took over in New York. It was a really good session as well. But the big news was right here. Here was the first red folder at 10 a.m. Consumer confidence came out positive, so that's pretty good for US dollar. And then there's nothing this afternoon, and then it goes into the evening. So if you're trading anything to do with the AUD, Australian dollar, make sure you know that low speaks today. If you're doing anything later on with AUD, 9:30 p.m. Eastern my time, there's CPI year over year. So if you're trading the Australian dollar, make sure you are aware of these folders because they will have big impact when you are trading. So we don't have much today, so we're just going to continue trading. We can't do anything if there's a big volatile move or if there's something that's announced while we're trading. That's where risk management comes into play. So that's why when you trade, you always have to think about where to place your stop loss, how much you're willing to risk on your trade, things like that. Okay, so these are all things hopefully you're learning along your trading journey, how to fix. No trader is perfect. I just want to make that clear, but it takes time to eventually learn your own personal risk. Okay, so I want to just make it clear that my risk might be completely different than your risk. So when everyone says, Ron, where's your stop loss or how much are you risking? That question is very irrelevant. It doesn't really matter how much I'm risking. What if I'm risking $200 on a trade, right? If I'm risking $200 and you have a $200 account, what does that risk have to do with you? You can't risk $200 if you have $200 in your account. You're all in. So, but for me, maybe $200 is just 1%, you know. So what we want to do is we want to teach structure, how to trade structure, and then you decide for yourself how much you're willing to risk on the structure. Okay, so most of our snipers in our group are getting much better at this. They came in, a lot of them, with having absolutely no idea with how to place a stop loss, and now they've learned it and they're doing really well with it. Okay, so that's what we want for everybody here. So I'm going to start off with the daily. Okay, we've traded London, so I'm pretty familiar with the daily candle because we got up for London and we traded it. But for traders who are just joining right now, maybe it's your session right now, and so I don't want to just go with a naked chart. We got to actually put some lines on it and figure out where we could be going. Okay, so last week we had the push down and we recovered on Friday. It was a big bullish candle on Friday. We gapped up on Monday and they pushed it down where we closed right here. And today's candle, okay, it was another gap up a little bit, it came up to approximately 50% of Monday's volume, and we got rejected there. So let's place a purple line, the high of the day today, and you can see that it is right at 50% of Monday's candle. And you can see, even if it's not a huge candle like this one right here, or this one, or this one, still the 50% rule is still in effect. Do you guys understand that? Like, it doesn't matter, it does, yes, it does technically matter the size of the candle. Obviously, it's got more volume, but this candle is a full body candle as well. It's just not as large as this one, but the retest is still 50%. So that rule still applies, okay? And what happened when we opened? We came up 50%, we got rejected. Then we started to push down. So we broke this level. This was another critical level in the market. This is where we closed on Friday, and it was Monday's low. So let's place a yellow line here. And then we continued pushing down bearish, right? So where's about approximately 50% of Friday's candle? We examined in London, we said it was like right around here because we were looking at previous price action. We were looking at this candle on May the 4th. Yeah, May the 4th be with you right there. May the 4th, okay, right there. And so that's approximately 50% of the volume from here to here on Friday. That's approximately half of it. So we kept coming down today and we transacted in here, but then we broke it. And then we made a new low today. 32,880 approximately, right around there, is today's low of the day. So let's place a purple line to let us know that that's our low. That's about 50% right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw like a green box from the yellow to the purple to let us know that if we ever come back transact in here, it might bounce or it might hold. If we cannot hold this green box or this purple line, it's going to continue to drop further and we might come down to this next level right over here. Let me know, guys, if I'm going too fast for you or if you have any questions, okay? We like to use afternoon sessions as well for education. So I want everyone to make sure, everybody, and I mean everybody, if today was your first day trading or your 20th year trading, I want you to know what I'm doing here, okay? Because this might be different from the way how you do charting, and I don't want it to go over your head or anything like that, okay? I really want you guys to follow what we're doing here. So if it does break this area, it may have a high probability of coming down to, and look, it's a nice whole number too, 32,800. So when we get a nice body-to-body continuation or a nice critical area, and we get on top more confluence, we get a nice whole number, 32,800, that's like where there could be an order block in the market without knowing that there's an order block in the market, okay? So it's nice that we have access to a live liquidity where we can see where the real pending orders are in the market. So that helps give us confluence. But if we didn't have a live liquidity feed, most traders don't have that, then this is how I would look for where there would be maybe a block in the market right there. And then if we can't hold this, look at here, we have a critical body, and a wick. So that would be 32,750. And there's your other critical psychological level, 32,750. And then that's where we have then the higher low wicks where we came all the way down and it pushed up. We came down again and it pushed right back up. So we're holding good support down into here. So when we come down here, we can place another green box down here on the daily just to give us a heads up if we ever do come back in here in the future, that maybe this is where there could be a pool of bids waiting to get activated in here, okay? So what we're going to look for now is we're already getting rejected off the bottom right here. Now we have lots of red volume above us. So what the buyers are trying to do is push up all of this sell side volume. That's why right now when I'm showing you cumulative delta volume, it's negative 525. So it's still sell side volume. Why? Because this big bearish candle is still holding a lot of that supply. The buyers are trying right now. You can see they're trying to bid it up here. They're holding the VWAP. These sellers down here are getting exhausted. Buyers are bidding it up a little higher to try and push the market up. They're not really biting down here. So if there's no bids biting down here, then it forces offers to get pulled and come up here. So that's why we're getting a little bit of a push in the market right now. Next level is this big red volume. Where could it possibly move? So if it continues to push up today, we can maybe identify, when we look to the left of the chart, you see this red wick right here, and it lines up with that wick. So if we push up a little further, we might encounter maybe some resistance right here. Look at it, 33,002. So it's right on 33K. Nice psychological number right there. That's where we may push up and then encounter a little bit of resistance right there. If we continue pushing, then you have this imbalance from yellow to yellow. Again, we can look to the left of the chart. Maybe we can figure out another area right here. See these bodies, and then it cuts everything in half. It cuts this big red one in half, cuts this big green one in half, cuts today's red one in half. So I'm going to place it right here. And that's our new area, 33,060. Okay, so what is the overall, I'm going to ask you guys, what is the overall daily momentum? Are we bullish, bearish, or are we consolidating today? What do you guys say? I'm asking you guys. Everybody always asks me. I'm asking you guys today. Lisa, bear. Yep. Okay, so if you said bearish, you guys are correct. It might be a silly question, but some traders can't identify what type of trend we are on today. Because they see like a wick here. And so today, I said today, what are we doing today? So today is obviously bearish. But overall, what is our overall trend? If I asked you overall, what do you think we are? If you see this bigger picture, we're still bearish, okay? Because look, this is a lower high. It made a lower low down here. It came back up. These are all lower highs. And we still have this, so it's still bearish. If we look at the higher time frames, still bearish up here, but we're building a little bit. Okay, it's building down here. This was when the financial banks started collapsing, started coming a little bit up, and this pullback, it's still now, it's a higher low right here. So technically, the shorter trend is it's trying to come up, but the bigger overall monthly trend is bearish. So this is where a lot of traders get confused. But today, we're looking to scalp the markets this afternoon. So we still have to respect today's red volume, but it's building in 50% of this big bullish candle on Friday. So we're in a unique situation here. This is where buyers can bid it up and sellers can push it down. This is going to be the fight right here. This is a very critical area because this is still extending the downtrend, and we had a big candle on Friday still holding 50% right here. Okay, so I'm going to move into the 1 hour now. Let's look now. We're going to dissect the daily candle into the 1 hour, 60 minutes. So now we see a bigger picture. Now we can pinpoint exactly what happened in London. Here was London, 3 a.m. It came down, false break, and it closed right here. Then 4 a.m. we continued to push, 5 a.m. This is, guys, you remember when we took that buy on US 30 and DAX? It was around this time, 4, 5 a.m. And then we kind of ended the call at 6. So what happened at 6 a.m.? 7 a.m. we pushed all the way back down, closed below. And here's Wall Street now. Wall Street gets very volatile. Wall Street opened, came back up, faked out the market up there, came all the way down here, came all the way back up and closed here. 10 a.m. Came up again. This was news. Remember, good news. Confidence report is good for US dollar. The market dropped a little bit more, coming down to here, bounced. Then 11 a.m. we pushed all the way down to here. That's where I have that green box. Now we're coming up as a bullish pin bar. And right now we just started our session now at noon, and it came right back down, higher low, and it's building. So we've got the hourly candles that are building a little bit, but there's still a lot of hourly supply above us. Okay, so the buyers are trying. They're still respecting this area. So it is nice hammer candle coming in now. So let's take a look at our 5 minutes. These are the 5-minute candles. Okay, so the 5-minute candles we can see are building. Okay, from here, they are building a little bit. They are kind of trending up, ascending. Okay, so I'd like to see we had a false breakout here and it got rejected. We had a false breakout here and it got rejected. Do we have any volume on the 5 minutes closing above 33,000? Not yet. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to place like a red box here to give us a heads up that what we're looking for is some 5-minute volume to close above this red box, more specifically above that yellow line, the 33,000, that daily area. Okay, because it could just come up here and then it could go right back down. So what we're going to look for is we want to see buying volume to come up here, not just like up here, come up and get rejected. We'd like to see some green volume come up here, but close above here so that we can build off this area. Maybe if it retests here, then we can flip this box green and maybe it might consolidate here, form a flag. But at least if we can build here and increase the bids below us, then maybe we might push and come back up to these levels. Okay, so we will be looking for a potential buy above there, but we need volume to close above, or we need to see it building up strong, like a nice impulse candle if we're going to take it, but it needs to be building in a strong momentum. Okay, so we will watch that area above there. Inside here, this is what we call consolidation. Okay, if you feel comfortable trading from here to here, you can measure that. Like a lot of scalpers do trade this zone. Okay, it's about a 50 pip zone. It's not bad for pipping and dipping in here. But if there's traders that are looking to take a buy, and then this might frustrate you, how it comes down. Same with selling. If you're looking for a sell and then it comes back up and sell and back up, it could get frustrated. So if you don't feel comfortable trading this in here, this is what we call consolidation. Okay, so you don't need to trade in here. You can remain patient. Okay, you can set yourself an alert up here. You can set yourself an alert down here and follow. Maybe after the accumulation happens, then maybe they're going to redistribute this volume and you could be part of the redistribution of the volume. Okay, so we're going to watch to see if it comes back in this green box, because maybe it will form a double bottom or a higher low in here. Okay, so have we broke any highs yet? Not really. You know where we're looking to break a new high? We got to break above this wick, and then we can start to build which candle started to break that higher high. Then that's where we could locate our block below us. But we don't have like a break of structure. We don't have any new higher highs in the market. This is a lower high. This is a lower high. And this is still a lower high. So we really got to break at least an impulse move to change up the order book in the market. Okay, so that's US 30. We'll continue to watch that. We'll keep our eyes on it. Do you have any questions about US 30 before I move over to Nasdaq? Any questions? Is anybody in any trades right now? Do you have any questions about it? I'm not currently in a trade right now. Waiting, guys? Okay, I see some of you guys are in a buy, some of you guys are waiting. Okay, just all I can recommend is, guys, just please trade with proper risk management. What we're looking at right now is it's building above the VWAP. See where we have a nice block order now? We've got 51 bids sitting right here at 32,990. See the heat in here? So we do have some bids accumulating, but it's very, very tight. Okay, even above us, we've got 50 offers above us. So it could just come up here, transact, come back down. But we are building. It is building a little bit. These sellers down here are kind of trapped down in here. That's good. That's good for upside momentum. But if one of these big players up here absorbs all of this liquidity, they could easily bring it all the way right back down into here. And so we do have to be cautious when we're trading this type of tight consolidation. Okay, if you're speculating, I recommend you trade smaller in this type of area. No Skylage, I don't recommend you use Lambo lots unless you want to. Okay, if you're comfortable trading Lambo lots, then go for it. But when you go into drawdown, then don't complain when your account is gone. Make sure, guys, I'm telling you for real, if you guys want to use Lambo lots, there's a lot of traders that use Lambo lots. I use Lambos myself too, but there's a time and place when to place your trades with Lambo lots. Okay, so let's move over to Nasdaq now. Okay, so Nasdaq is completely different. Okay, so Nasdaq is tech now. So this is a whole different security. Okay, so how is tech doing? What was this big candle on Friday? Anybody know what drove this? What security drove this? If you guys trade Nasdaq, I'm sure you guys should know what moved this. Yeah, Nvidia AI. Nvidia was up 30% in earnings, and like that's a big move for a blue chip security to move 30%. That's unbelievable. Okay, so you can see how Nasdaq pumped up with that. Okay, and what have we been doing with that? Okay, so Fridays, that big earnings pump, and look at, we have this little doji candle on Monday. US banks were closed. Okay, so not much going on here for Memorial Day, and today they pushed it up, made a new high. So that's our high. So that's 14,530. Let's place a purple line up here. And what is our low of the day? Okay, there's our low of the day. So what happened was we opened, we came up, came back down. Sorry, we opened, we came down, we came up, and here we are now. Okay, so I'm going to place a yellow line at yesterday's high right in here, because this is where we might transact. See now the volume, it's really consolidated right in here. But if we do break out bullish today, and from yellow to purple, see this imbalance in the market now? Now if I come to the left of the chart, I can see exactly. Now I can place maybe a few lines inside here. But I'm looking, this was back in April of 2022, February of 2022, October of 2021, and then back over here we're looking at July of 2021. So it's been a long time since Nasdaq has transacted inside this area. So if we do come in here, I'm going to place a line right here where we've got wicks, bodies, these wicks getting bounced off of it, this wick getting bounced off of it. That's roughly half of the yellow to the purple line. If it continues to move up, right there, 14,620, right up there, that would be my next daily level. Okay, so that's good enough for upside daily momentum. Okay, because the volume is right here. So we got to break one yellow line, next yellow line, we got to get to our high of the day, then that would be our impulse break up to there. Okay, so if we start pushing down bearish, for example, let's say they pinned it right there on the daily. That's it, they pinned it, and now they're exhausting all of these buyers. So if we come back down to today's low and we break, look at this big huge bullish candle right beside us. So what am I going to do automatically? If I don't know anything, or if I didn't know how to look to the left of the chart, and I would just assume half of this. Okay, so I'm guessing from here to here, the body to body, that's approximately half right there. Okay, if we do get a retracement, maybe half of it. Okay, but I don't want to just maybe guess 50%. Maybe I want to look to the left of the chart, and then I can see some data. Okay, so if we break the purple line, see all of these wicks, before we get to 50%, maybe we might make a little pit stop right in here at these wicks, 14,278. From 340 to 280, that's still a 60 pip move in there. For scalpers, that's good move. Our next move is right here. See all of these bodies? There's a wick, body, body, wick. Okay, and then if we continue coming down, we could come down to like these levels right here, 14,100. Okay, so now I'm just figuring out some critical areas, trying to space them apart equally, and now I've got some good areas now. So if we start to come down bearish, maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday, Friday, if we start to push down, then maybe this yellow line first, here, here, and here. And then if I want to locate 50% of it and then give myself like a green box, just a heads up if it comes down there, maybe 50% like right in here, I could place a green box right in there. And if it comes in there, now I get a heads up. I should be aware that I still have big volume below me. This could be just a pullback coming into 50%, and it might continue to drive. Okay, so that's good enough analysis on the daily, more than enough. Okay, now let's go into the 1 hour. Let's start to dissect how Nasdaq moved on the 1 hour. Okay, so where did all of this bullish volume come from? Tuesday, London, right here, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. pullback, 7 a.m., 8 a.m. came, that's where they pinned it at the high of the day right up there, 8 a.m. Wall Street came up one more time, lower high, get rejected. They pushed it all the way down, and then 10 a.m. came all the way down to here, back up, closed. We pushed again, we tried, but it was kind of consolidating. So now, I'm going to place a white line at these bodies, like right over here. Why? Because that's an important area on the hourly. This used to be the hourly support that built this big, look at, guys, see that big drop right there? Okay, so you're coming into offers, and today's like a sell side day. So they're rejecting, but we're going to see if we can pick up the bids here or in here, and to see if they can continue to move this up. That's why it's not the best to be trading near the VWAP. So that white line I placed is that body. It's kind of 50% of this red candle, and then you can see where we got rejected and coming down. Okay, so hourly, I'm going to say that this area is our hourly resistance for Nasdaq currently in the market. We came in here, rejected. We came in again, rejected, and then we're not even coming back in there. Now it's pushing down with bearish volume. Okay, so next critical area is right in here. These two wicks, which held right here and right here. Okay, so we're going to see if we come down here and if we can hold. If not, this might break and we might have a big drop on Nasdaq. Okay, so hourly currently, here was our pullback. That's that little bounce. It bounced and continued to push down. So let's go to the 5 minutes. And so here's our 5-minute chart. Okay, so remember above the red box, okay, we came in here, rejected, came in, rejected, came in again, rejected. Did any volume close above here? And look, it's about 50% of this candle at 950, that big red one. There were the retracements into half of the body, and they got rejected, rejected. So at some point today or tomorrow, if we do close with some volume, you can place an alert up here. That's one area I would be watching for a potential buy on Nasdaq. Maybe we can push right up to like this level right in here. Could also push up to that daily high. Okay, so right now we're nowhere near this level. Okay, so what we can do is we could possibly, we see we're getting rejected at the daily now. Right there got rejected, right there got rejected, and right there got rejected. So we can start to maybe lower our buy at the daily if it builds, if it collects more bids below us, and then we could scalp it from here up to the red box, depending how big the measurement is. Okay, so I always measure from here to there. If I take that trade, it's approximately 25 to 30 pips with Nasdaq. Okay, so that's how much it is to come up to the red box. Just like here, if you were scalping this green candle, you bought here the retest, had your stop loss below, it came right into that red box for 25 to 30 pips. If you didn't do anything up there, then unfortunately the market came right back down and it hit your break even. Okay, so same situation could happen there. It could come right back up in there, but hopefully with more bids, it can break for a new higher high. Then maybe we can grab 30, 40 pips on that. But right now, it's still breaking down. So here's that hourly line right down here. So if we look to the past, you can see how this hourly line held. It held in here. See what I'm doing now? Okay, so let me just show you. So you see this big move that kind of started this right here? See right here, this green candle below the hourly. So this is where I'm going to place my box. I'm going to make a box. 50% right there. Bring it across. Green right there. Green right there. Okay, so you guys understand. It's green. It's holding. Didn't break below here. So we're still holding a lot of that volume. So if I bring this green box now across below the hourly white line, if it's green, there it came right into that green box and went right back up. Sorry. Came right back into that green box and went back up. Now we might be coming down into this green box at some point today. Okay, so we're going to make it green. We're going to extend it. I'm going to extend it even into tomorrow, next week. Okay, it's a zone. We've found a zone. Here's the 5-minute volume now. We're getting close to this green box. Let's look at RSI. it's developing a little bit of divergence, okay, where the market is dropping, but the strength is slowly increasing. But that still doesn't mean anything, okay? RSI doesn't really mean anything. We don't need to just take a trade just because RSI is telling us it's oversold, or else we'll get burned in the market multiple times if we do that. So at least now we know that this is a critical hourly level. It's been holding support since Tuesday at pre-London. So we're going to see if it can build now, Nasdaq, if it can build in here. Number one, again, we got to get up to 50% of this red candle that pushed us down. So you got to continue to go through the drill, like right here. Also this was support here, support here. Now we're going to see if we can come up, close at least 50% of this red candle and build again, and build. And maybe we'll look for that buy above here. Okay, inside here, this could be where it's accumulating from here down to this green box. If you feel like you want to trade in here, you can, but just understand if you're trading in this white box, you got to know the range. If you're scalping in here, how many pips you can make in here. Tebow, sorry if I Tebow, this is not a buy and sell channel. So all you said was gold, buy or sell. You tell me. I'm going to ask you, what do you think? What are you doing with gold? Are you buying or selling right now? You tell me. If I was asking you, what's your opinion? We're not a buy sells channel here, guys. If you want that, there's other channels that are really good at that. I'll break down gold, but it's up to you. Buy, okay? So Johnny says buy. What do you say? Okay, so guys, I provide analysis on index, and then it's gold buy channel. So nobody wants to trade indices with me, so we're going to move over to gold. I'll keep the index trading for myself personally. I'll keep Miss Jones for myself. Nobody wants a piece of her. I'll keep her to myself. Okay, guys, let me just give you guys these charts in Zoom, and we'll move over to gold. Because I understand YouTube, you guys cannot live without gold for 1 hour. Okay, but let's just keep an eye also on these areas, okay? See how we're building off the VWAP? It's in a really, really tight area, but this volume will get redistributed at some point today. Okay, so just keep an eye on it, okay? And remember, it could be an impulse breakout. Okay, if it continues to build like this. Also, we'll be watching Nasdaq here too. Okay, and I'm just going to place a line at on Bookmap right up here. These are our previous highs. We're coming up to like 33,024 every time we get up here. These buyers are getting stuck up here because offers are pushing them down. We're continuing to come back up. Offers are pushing down. We just came up again. Offers are pushing down. But we're still holding VWAP, and we still have good bids below us. So unfortunately, this is not the greatest area to be trading, okay? I hope you guys understand this, okay? Because otherwise it's just going over your head, and I'm just wasting my voice. I finally got my voice back, and I don't want to waste it. I hope this is helping you guys as traders, or else we're just completely wasting a lot of time here. Okay, do you guys understand that this is not the greatest area to be trading? Okay, you can see the order book. We're showing you inside the book right now. It's not the greatest. Okay, we got to let this thing continue to accumulate. And then eventually, when this volume is redistributed, we'll see if it redistributes to the upside, or we'll see if it goes to the downside. Okay, and today, on the back of our mind, it's been a bearish day today. So these buyers are fighting. They're fighting the trend. They're doing really well. Like, they're coming right back up now. So I'm going to watch the close of this candle in the next 4 minutes. Let's watch the close. And then after this candle, yes, we will move over to gold for everybody. Okay, so we also have a signal for Dow buy at 33,000. So that's what we're going to be watching, 33,000, okay? So we also have a Dow buy signal, but we got to get some volume to close above there in order to look at that, okay? So just a heads up, guys, in the group, there is a Dow buy set up around 33,000, exactly kind of what we're looking for, above this daily yellow line up here, above this red box. Okay, so I'll place an alert up here just in case we get off the charts. Place an alert for Nasdaq as well up here just in case. Okay, so I'm going to move over to gold, guys. Yep, this is why you wait. Okay, see that, the elevator? Okay, all those excited buyers who are buying up here, 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 not waiting for any volume to close above, they're getting hammered right now. Okay. So how many of you guys got stuck buying up there with no confirmation? I guarantee you there was a couple of traders in our group and on YouTube who are buying up here without confirmation. And now the market brings you down. Okay, so it's part of the learning process, guys. If this is you and you bought up here, it's okay. Okay, it's part of learning. But you know, if you're going big sizing up here and you can't stomach that push down, you could be in trouble. Okay, because this candle is almost 40 pips, guys. Okay, so could you imagine we were just joking around about the Lambo lots? If you want to use a Lambo lot in here and you're buying up there, you're now down $5,000. Would you be able to stomach that right now in a couple minutes? Probably not. Probably your account could be blown. Okay, so that's why you don't fool around with Lambo lots if you don't know what you're doing with these things. Otherwise, you're just reloading prop firm accounts over and over and over, and you're going to struggle. Okay, I don't see any volume closing above there. So today it's like a sell side day. Everything that comes up is getting pushed down. It's like there's a big bully up here. The bully is the seller. Okay, and it's just absorbing all of this liquidity and just shooting it right back down. So when it comes down, we got to see, can we pick up these bids again? Otherwise, it's just going to start dumping. Okay, if we lose this green box area, then it's going to start to push down, and here it comes down. Okay, so we have a signal here for SST, but nothing has triggered. There shouldn't be anybody even thinking about a buy. 33,000 is up here. This last high was 32,987. So 13 pips away from even considering a buy. So I hope no one is in a buy unless you are building over here. But if you bought the highs, got to be very careful up there. That's why I tried to make it clear with this big red box up here. Okay, so we'll go to gold now. Okay, we'll go to gold. We'll move over. Just understand your trend line for Nasdaq is also pushing down. Okay, so did Nasdaq close above this area? No. So that is resistance right here. How much is a Lambo lot? 10 lots is like a Lambo lot. That's $100 per pip. Okay, so you see now how it traps all of these buyers that were buying up here into offers now are possibly getting stopped out of the market, or they're holding in massive drawdown. Okay, so these are two candles that are continuing to push down. So just think about yourself. If you were to buy the top of that candle and you're holding, you are at a 75 pip loss right now. Would you be stopped out of the market, or would you be continuing to hold and draw down? So most retail traders would be stopped out right now. Yeah, Lisu, yeah, like 30 pips is your stop loss. Yeah, so you would be stopped out. Like most retail traders would be stopped out unless they're holding and they have no risk management, because if that happens, they think that it's going to come right back up. Maybe it pulls back into 50%. You're still down about 30, 40 pips, and then all it's doing is the market is lowering their offers. You're being absorbed again, and then they're going to push it down for a new lower low. Then before you know it, you're down 100 pips. You might be down 150 pips. But that's what the markets do. Okay, they're not designed for you and I to make money. They're designed for you and I to lose all our money. We're the liquidity providers. We give our hard-earned money to the markets, and they just play these games with us. Okay, so today, remember what I asked you. What is today? It's a bearish day. So if you're buying against today's candle, you're counter trading. So sometimes you need to respect your upper areas. Like these buyers, they made 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 pips coming into here. But if you get greedy up here and you don't do anything, this is what the market can do to you. That's why we were going over our webinar last week. If you get into a trade and you're coming to an identified area, you got to think now maybe to liquidate a position. You don't need to close entire position, but we go through this all the time. You can, number one, close your entire trade. Number two, close 50, 60, 70, 80%, and then leave the rest with a break even. But if it comes down like this, at least you secured a little bit of money up there. Okay. And again, this is a very difficult situation to be trading in here. Remember, this is that consolidated area. Look at the candles. They're going green, red, green, red. Remember what I was telling you. This area frustrates traders, okay? And this can cause us to make silly mistakes. We can get mad in here and revenge trade. This is where a lot of traders lose a lot of their equity in here. They lose a lot of their balance in their account because they get frustrated trading this stuff. So it's not the ideal situation to be trading in here. Same with Nasdaq. You got to sometimes let the market do what it needs to do. You got to be a spectator. You got to stay back and watch. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just a lot of traders are very impatient. They need to be trading every single candle at all times of the day. You don't need to do that. We need to be like snipers. You need to position yourself. You got to be patient. You got to be disciplined. You might only get 1 or 2 or 3 shots, and I mean like trades a day. So you got to make the best of those trades. You cannot just trade any type of candle you want. Okay, I want to make that clear to everybody. Yeah, it's clearly selling, but we're going to see now. Here is still 53 bids waiting to get activated. So maybe sell side volume wants to come into this area and liquidate positions into here. Find where all of those bids. See how the bids just went lower? Did you see that? See how 48 just dropped? They were right here at 930. Right here at 32,930. There was 52 bids right here. Now they just got pulled and they got lowered down to 920. So it's showing that the bids are getting lower. Oh my God, guys, just sorry, one moment. My neighbor is texting me. 1 second. Rogers was just at his house and they want to rip up his driveway. That's from my neighbor, guys. Rogers is at his house right now and they're gonna tear his driveway. Okay, so if I have anything with my internet, guys, if this stream shuts off, I will try everything in my power to get it going again. Okay, so let's all pray that I don't lose any internet when they're digging up his driveway now. It's just non-stop with these guys. Okay, so we're going to let it build again. Okay, so now if it's building, okay, and you want to see like that big red candle that just dropped the market, let's locate 50% of it. It's right there, right by that wick too. So if now I want to trade in the consolidated zone and we're picking up some bids and I'm a little bit more aggressive, then I could lower my buy now down into here. So I'm going to wait for that, maybe that double bottom to maybe pick up down in here, but I'm still waiting patiently, maybe to take a buy above here. And then again, I can take it right back up to that red box. If it's, I measure the move, so I know. If it comes all the way up there, it's about 30 to 40 pips again. Okay, so, but I'm not taking any buys until I see some momentum off of buyers. Right now, it's still selling down. So I want to see if it's going to come down, back down in here and create a double bottom down in here. Okay, so let's let it still build. RSI is coming down, but you see there's still some divergence still, but that doesn't mean anything. Okay, remember, RSI stand for really silly indicator, because sometimes it can be very silly. Okay, so now it's still pushing down. I'm going to wait as well. Nasdaq is still inside here, you know, unless you want to pick a side and you want to maybe short a little bit. But you got to remember, if you're shorting now down here, it could be coming into where big bids are. We got to wait for that big block to come in the market. It's something is developing here at 920, but we need to see like a bigger block. See the sell side volume minus 700, so you can see it's still very, very bearish. Okay. Okay, I'm going to move over to gold, guys. We'll get gold while our indices are settling down here. Maybe we got to wait into 1 p.m. Eastern. We got to wait another 10 minutes for a new hourly candle to maybe change the market a little bit. Okay, so right now on the 5 minutes on gold, I see a double top and I see it dropping a little bit. Okay, but let's go over a quick top down on gold. I'll go a little bit faster now, guys. Okay. Okay, so number one, always keep in mind 1950 area. That's that psychological area. Look at today. Today was an ignited red bar open right off the high. Like, this is an unusual candle. Like, look at here on Monday. We came down and look, it was all bullish. And look at where we closed. We closed right at the high of 1970. So natural price action should have opened right here, green, and continued to go up to maybe 1980 to 1985. That's just normal price action. We closed right near the high. So to me, this kind of looks like a little bit of manipulation in the market. How did they control it, stop it exactly at 1970 with no upside momentum, not even a little tiny wick of 10 pips, nothing. They just shut it down. So this is the market doing this, okay? And they shut it down, and it was red, 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 all the way down to 1930, and now they're buying it right back up to 1960. Okay, so gold has a lot of volatility in the last few days. Okay, that's our high of the day, 1970, right where we opened. Our low of the day is 1932. Now let's just start putting some pieces together. If right there, critical bodies, yellow. If we ever do come back down here, right now we don't need to worry about this, but we got to build our grid. Okay, and then right here, 1947, that's another critical area. Right up here. Let's go with those bodies, 1953. Okay, and then continue to come up. Okay, I've got some bodies right over here now, 1963. Let's see right here. Okay, I can see US 30 bouncing a little bit off the bottom, coming right back up to the VWAP. Let it build a little bit as well. Okay, so we're right here now. So we're going to possibly come up to this yellow line, 1963. Might have momentum to come back up to 1970 to the high. And if we break up here, this could be a crazy strong daily candle developing. Right now it's a hanging man candle. There's still the head of the candle. It's from 1970 to 1960. That's still a $10 move right here. So there's still a lot of sell side volume, but this could eventually flip. If it flips and turns up bullish, we could see gold have an impulse break on the daily to 1975 right up here. Remember, guys, we have NFP on Friday, so this could be grabbing liquidity down there, getting ready for NFP this week. Okay, and then I want to place a supply box above here because 50% of that red candle, wick rejected there, wick rejected there, an impulse wick rejected there. So we gotta be aware of that. Every time it came up here, rejected, 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 rejected. So it might come up there again and get rejected. And then if it moves, there's 50% of that big red candle, 2002. So that's that psychological 2000 right there. Okay, and then when you get to 2000, make sure you have like a red box up there as well if gold gets up there, because we got to have a little heads up that 2000 is a critical area. The gold chart is completely different from mine. Are we on the same time frames? I'm on a daily right now. Okay, now I'm moving into hourly. Look at guys, nice bounce on US 30. This is why sometimes I don't like going to other charts, because we could have possibly bought the bottom down there. Okay, that's why I like when I trade by myself. I'm on one chart only. I don't do this when I'm trading. Okay, so on the hourly, okay, look, when do we come down here? London, pre-London and London. Pre-London right here, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., gold started pushing, closing. Look at 50, look at, I don't know what these candles are. Some of you guys don't have these candles on your charts. They could have just been like a glitch. Sometimes TradingView does this as well. But let's focus on this volume right here. Coming right back up, pulled back to the daily, holding. So we've got some good hourly support holding right here. 50% of this big hourly candle at 5 a.m. is still holding. Okay, so if we do a green box going across, if we ever do come back down into this area, we got to be ready for it. We're pushing for a new high. Okay, so it's coming to the daily. Now, when it comes up to a daily, it got rejected right here, and it's getting rejected right now. So let's do our red box right here. Lots of room for the hourly to continue to push on RSI. Guys, that's a beautiful move off the bottom for US 30. Now, let's find where our hourly support is currently in the market. I'm going to say roughly maybe the last pullback right here to 1957. I'm going to place a white line. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to move into the lower time frame, 5 minutes. Okay, so we can see we came up there, rejected. Came back down here, held, back up. Now we're trading above here. Here's that little M pattern, okay, with a lower high, push, break the neckline, continue push down. Where could we come down to now on these 5 minutes? Where do we have most support? Right here. Okay, so if I'm looking on the 5 minutes, here was a 3 rejections and 50% of that green candle. So I'm just going to draw like a smaller green box here that we're going to see if gold can come down here and maybe hold this area for a potential buy. Okay, and there was a little bit of divergence in there, so we're getting a little bit of a pullback. Now it's below 50. So if it really starts to drop gold, we could be looking for, maybe if it breaks this area, we could be looking for a potential sell on gold below here, and then break that hourly support, then it drops. Okay, so we'll keep an eye here for gold for maybe a potential sell. But we could also maybe buy off of here. So if it comes down and like kind of maybe an impulse, we wait for it to close. Maybe it comes down here, gets a wick and comes back up and closes above here and retest this. We could buy this area. Okay, and then we can buy and take it right back up. Okay, so I just want to give you guys, if it closes below here, we'll wait for volume to close below. But if it bounces off of here, we can still go into buy because it's still respecting 50% of this big move right here. And maybe we'll take it right back up. But right now we got to see this area. So this was a pivot area where it held some support. So on the smaller structure, we've got a green box there. Now turn it into a red box momentarily right here. So you see how I'm kind of trapping it and trapping it and trapping it. And if I want to scalp this area, like from here, scalp from right here up to there, it's 15 pips. I could go down to the 1 minute candles and scalp this zone. Even scalping down here, that's about 15, 20 pips scalping down there. Okay, but if you don't feel comfortable in this area, you got to wait for the bigger move, which would be above the daily, like up here. So you got to kind of lower this down. Then you got to wait for a potential, same with like US 30, you got to wait for it to pick up the bids and gold to maybe break out above 1963. That's more if you're a conservative trader, you're waiting up there. If you're more of an aggressive scalper and you know what you're looking for, you could maybe grab some buys in here and take it right back up to that red box. And then inside here, this could be the area where if it comes in here, it might consolidate in between these bigger areas. So I make this like a neutral area. I'm not a big fan, I'm just going to tell you personally, of trading gold at this time of the day. Okay, so I just want to be straight up with you guys. A lot of guys that know me know that about me. I like to trade gold at 7, 8, 9, 10 a.m. With COMEX. Right now, my focus is on right here. Damn, should have bought that. Okay, so what happened? We came all the way down. Did it break this level? No. Came back into this green box. We're coming right back up. Did anybody go in on this candle? You know, sometimes there's a time and place for an impulse candle bouncing off of the big demand area. I always tell you guys that. Sometimes there's a time and place to take that candle. And it just went up about 30, 35 pips on an impulse. You don't need to sit on the 5 minutes. You could go to the 1 minutes. Okay, and there it is. See how the 1 minute candles are building and building and building? Even if you waited for the first 1 minute candle to close, there's your ignited bar, there's your pop. You could have bought this candle right now, 1253. And it came up and up right there. Just in 2 minutes, okay, if you got like a 1 or 2 pip spread, oh, we're getting an alert, that's about 25 pips. Okay, so Nasdaq is crossing above too. Okay, so let's watch for Nasdaq to close above. We got about 90 seconds to go. US 30 pulled back, still holding. So let's flip this zone green. It's holding about 50% of the base of the candle. That's good. See the retracement, about 50%. We can kind of bring this green box up just a little higher to show you that. Okay, but we're watching for the bigger breakout above here. We need volume to close above. See again, we look at where it just came right up to. You think this is by chance that this is happening? Like it's just coming exactly to this area, 33,025 area, and we're getting rejected, 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 rejected. This is because there's a huge market player in the market, like absorbing all of this liquidity. Could be like buy side as well. Could be absorbing, and then when it comes down, continuing to absorb more and more and more, and then when it has enough volume, it could start to pull all of this area and then open up the floodgates, and then we're going to start to push up. Okay, so again, we're still consolidating right here again, where the VWAP is and this area. Still sell side, they could bring this all the way down, but when they bring it down now we're starting to see a little bit of heat building right here. 975, we got 46 bids, 13 bids, 22. So slowly they're building, but a big aggressive player can just drop this down in seconds. Okay, so again, we're right back in this consolidated area. Not the greatest to be trading, but if you're trading for 10, 20, 30 pips, you can get in, pip, and dip right out of the market. We've got Nasdaq that just closed above. Okay, so flip the zone now, go through the motion. Nasdaq just closed above. We have a red candle coming down to retest. Let's see if it can pick up a wick right here. New hourly candle, yes, at 1 p.m. Yep. So this is a new hourly candle as well. So we can't really buy a red candle. We got to see at least a rejection. This is a red bearish candle coming right down. So this might be a fake out. Could be a fake out up there and come right back down into the box. And then you got to go through the game again. You got to see if it will accumulate. US 30, it came all the way right up to, look at how many wicks did we got rejected up here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rejections, all in the same white area right here. gold is dropping. Okay, so watch now. If gold closes below here, it might push down, but it might just push down to this hourly support 1958 and go right back up. So if you're taking that move from there to there, make sure you understand the implications of that, okay? Because it's been holding right over here. Okay, I'm not trading gold, so it's on you guys if you want to trade it. I missed a trade right here. Maybe we have rules on this channel. When we're trading mid-afternoon, we're not going to look at gold. Maybe this might be an index time where we'll stay with US 30, we'll stay with Nasdaq, maybe we'll look at S&P, but we'll stick with indices. We might lose some subscribers on YouTube, but oh well. We trade gold more in New York. If you want, you join the team. That's when Dave is the gold king. So Dave trades gold at that time. I know that we're not going to be able to please everybody, and I apologize, okay? But there's always going to be someone upset. There's always going to be. I try my best to keep everybody happy, but at the end of the day, someone is always complaining. So I've lost a lot of sleep in the past and got a lot of headaches, and I said to myself, I'm not going to go through with that anymore. So if we have over 1,000 people watching and some are not happy with what we do, unfortunately, not much I can do. Okay, so fake out on Nasdaq. If you bought up here, unfortunately, you bought on impulse. Okay, the candle did close above, 100% it did, but we're waiting for the retest. Did it open, ignited, and just shoot out? No, it started coming down red. So I was waiting in this green box to see if it would get a wick. Did it get a wick? No, it's continuing to push down. So how can we buy this move? You can't. If you want, you're in drawdown. Okay, and you went in a little too early. So we got to let it build one more time. It might need to come back down and still hold this trend and pick up more bids and come up stronger. Same with US 30. Okay, so it was kind of just a break from right here to there, get you 20-30 pips. But did it break above here? We're still waiting for 33,000. That's where our signal is to actually take the buy. We still haven't even came near the signal. So it's just continuing to push right back down. This is not the greatest area to be trading. I've been trying to tell you guys this entire call. I think we started over an hour ago. We're right here, this yellow line and the VWAP. This was just one little imbalance and it came right back up, but we're not breaking. So it's going to come back down again. So we're going to see what will happen at these orders, 965. Now, but you got to go through the motions now. So Nasdaq, is it above here? No, it's below. So let's flip that, red box. Okay, so we still got to wait. Now it's below. Okay, so we got to wait for it to come back up again. Are you doing this to piss me off, Nana? For real? You use cap locks and you're asking me, do you trade gold, sir? I hope you're not doing this to upset me, okay? I hope you're just doing it, asking a serious question, and I'll answer it with all serious. I trade gold, but more in COMEX, guys. 8 a.m., 9 a.m. Eastern time, okay? Not in the afternoon this time. I don't trade gold at this time, okay? Sometimes I gotta just turn off comments. I don't want to do that because it's rude, but sometimes I just have to for my own sanity. Is there a reason why I don't do that? Yes, there's a reason. I'm trying to tell you that gold is shitty to trade in mid-afternoon. What have I been telling you guys for the last 2 weeks? Oh my goodness. Do you guys not listen to anything that's been... Okay, I just got to stop this. Wow. I got to get Dave on here to to trade gold with you guys. What is COMEX? Okay, so you guys want to trade gold, but you don't know what COMEX is. So we need to go back to education. We need to learn what COMEX is. COMEX is the Commodities Exchange, and NYMEX, the New York Mercantile Exchange. These are things that you need to know, guys, okay? These are critical. If you want to trade gold, you should be well aware of what COMEX is, or NYMEX. Make sure you guys know what these are. Okay, so still sell side. Look at sell side now, minus 1,000. So it's just continuing to sell. This was a false break. But I'll still look for another. I'll still look for buys above here. Okay, if it can come back up, if it can gather some bids, still be looking for a buy. But right now, this box, I flip it red. We're below it right now. So it's got to come back down into this bigger block, this bigger one. And we'll see what will happen in here. It's just too tight of an area to be scalping right now, unless you're looking for just single candle moves. Okay, so I'm going to continue doing some other charts, guys. Okay. Yeah, but gold closed below, could be in a sell, but you got to look for that hourly white line break, because did it break here in the past? Not really. Okay, so this will be, if it can break, this might be a critical drop to about 1956 down in here if you're looking to sell gold, right down in there. Okay, so that's a nice rejection we're getting. Nasdaq came back down, got a nice rejection. So let's see if it can build up momentum again. This is horrible trading in here. Okay, so this might be just like a sniper scalp up there. Again, if that's too aggressive, you stay up here. You stay 33,000. You wait up there. Slow afternoon. There's not much news in the market. A lot of the market is waiting for debt ceiling, the deal to get done. There's tentative deals in place, but nothing concrete. So waiting for that. Also, it's NFP week, guys. So Friday, we do have NFP. That doesn't mean we need to force trades right now. Okay, let's let it come to us. Let's let it build. Let's take a look at the hourly candles. Maybe we'll get a better picture on the hourly than looking at all these choppy 5-minute candles. So it came down here, 11 a.m., came back up, closed right here. 12 when we started, it came down, higher low, came back up. This is that area we cannot break right now. And then it got rejected. So this is the new candle now at 1 p.m. We opened and we're coming back down to see if we can kind of build on this area here. So this is what we're going to see if we can build above here. Okay, so we're coming right back up. Now, this candle is going to close in 3 minutes. So if we can hold this area, I'm going to flip this box green right now momentarily because I want to show you if it can build and hold this area, then maybe green, and then we come back up. So remember, I was looking for maybe a scalp in here, but since we're so close, I don't want to steer you guys in that direction. Okay, that's maybe a little bit too aggressive for some of the traders here. So we're going to wait up here. But if you want to speculate, this is the time you speculate. If there's something that you're looking at, go in small. Test out what's going on in here. Something small. Yeah, I mean, if you want to go like a little feeler buy to test things out, you know, something small. Because if a big red candle comes down 10, 20, 30 pips, you're not risking your entire account. Okay, like how I did with London yesterday. I started off with that 10-cent feeler, and then I added 2 more standard buys. So similar like that. Okay, so we got to also watch how this body is going to close. What did Nasdaq do? It came up green and got rejected again. So it's still inside here. Remember, not too much. We don't want to kind of trade this no trade zone in here until it builds. US 30 is still in this like no trade zone unless you're micro scalping in here. But I don't recommend that. I think we should all wait up here for 33,000 unless we're just testing, speculating some small trades right here. I hope we get a move by at least 2 o'clock, 2:30. But remember, we can't move these markets, you and I. The markets are going to move. If they want to stay in here for the next couple hours, they'll stay in here for the next couple hours. You and I are not going to make a difference. So all we can do is we got to be patient. This is where discipline comes into play. A lot of traders don't have the discipline to wait inside here. They want to take every single candle they see. But if you're putting your hard-earned money in these markets, make sure you're not just throwing it in anywhere. Make sure you're trying to pick the best areas possible. Okay, so maybe we're going to build. Okay, are you guys looking at the patterns too that could be building? Here we came down. There's our neckline. We're coming back down. Did it come down for the official double bottom? Not yet. So it's making a higher low in this block. So if we can continue to respect this area, we might push up, and then we'll have our impulse break, and then our pullback, and maybe hold this area. Then maybe this afternoon, later on, we might have a afternoon reversal. That might not be the case if this supply keeps pushing down the market. Like, look at all the sell side liquidity. We're nowhere near the baseline now. So we might have to bottom out somewhere down in here, and maybe they'll reverse it up, but still encounter offers and continue to push down. So it's not ideal to be trading in here. Gold, look at gold, okay? So is gold not consolidating right inside here how it was before? Right in there, that little small area, right in there, that's where now it's consolidating. Okay, so if you're in a sell on gold, you're in a sell, place your stop loss above, but right now it's in this consolidated area. So maybe it might form a bear flag and maybe continue to push down. If gold breaks right here, 1958, it could come all the way down to 56, this red line, maybe down to that daily of 53. It might need to come back up, okay? So it might need to come back up and test this supply area. It might come back up and get rejected there. Come back in this box, get rejected, then drop. Okay, that's where it might develop a little head and shoulder right there. Okay, that's if you're in gold. Okay, so I'm gonna put a buy in for US 30. I'm gonna test out this area. I'm gonna go in for a buy on US 30. It's building a little bit, still holding. I'm just gonna go in just a regular size for my account, okay? And I'm gonna test this out. Maybe if it pulls back, I might add another buy in here. I might have like a pending order waiting, just like the queue is waiting to get activated down in here. But I'm in a buy now on US 30. So I kind of went in a little bit earlier. I'm going to play this zone from here to come up there, maybe grab myself 30 pips. But I'm really going to watch up here at 33,000. So I'm in a buy right now on US 30. I want to see now maybe if this time it can possibly break out of here with all of this momentum volume it's accumulating. So I'd like to see a higher high breakout above here, 32,992. If we can just break through this area. Right up here, guys, it's coming, okay? So I'd like these offers to get pulled out and we just drive maybe right through here. So the sellers brought it down here, but no, it didn't really come down where it wanted to down here. So the bids started coming up a little higher, forcing these offers to get trapped down here. So now we're pushing the market up. I'd like to really see it break out of here with this momentum. Okay, we've got a higher low building. We've got a nice little trend line building. Let's see if we can get this move just to create a new higher high. And then maybe that will change up our imbalance in our depth of market, and maybe we can start to populate more and more and more bids coming in. But this is a tough area all afternoon that we're trying to break. So it's probably going to get pulled down again. So we got to just see here. Okay, so we closed. It closed with some green volume. We're opening ignited right now. Okay, are you following the base of the candle as well? Okay, so it's an ignited bar. We just came to the top of the wick. So let's see now with this momentum if we can drive through here. But we still, if we pull back, we're still ignited. So let's see if we can hold the base of this candle and continue to build volume. It's like adding fuel to the rocket. Okay, as long as we don't break our base right here, where my cursor is, it's still holding. We attempted to break the high. Momentarily it did in the first like 30 seconds when this opened. So now we might just cluster in here. This is a very serious area in the market, this yellow line in the VWAP. This is where a lot of the volume for the past 2 hours has been concentrated. So when this volume gets released, this could be that nice bullish breakout that we're looking for. I'm already up 15 pips, guys, okay? Up 15. But let's see if we can push maybe up to here. It's looking good. We're coming again, transacting right into this area, 33,025. Let's see if we can kind of break it out this time. Nasdaq is just sitting right inside here. Nasdaq is still a snail right now. I'm surprised we still have our internet going. That's a thumbs up, guys, okay? Because Rogers is digging at my neighbor's driveway. So I'm probably going to go out there and throw some donuts at them again. Had a nice short on them. That was nice. Went from $66 to $60. Okay, so we came up again, got rejected. Now we lost our ignited open. Okay, so might have to retrace back down into this green box. Okay, so unfortunately we're trading in a very tight consolidated area. That trade moved about 15 pips. That's not a lot for traders to take out, so you got to continue to go through the motions. That's that aggressive scalp area here. The bigger move will be above here, this daily, 33,000, if it can continue to build up there. It keeps rejecting the 200 on the 1 minute. Oh, sorry guys. I'll add some EMAs. So this green line is the 9 EMA. We're currently above it. Okay, short term, we're above it. Let's see the 200 EMA where it is. So the 200's all the way up here. I would love if this volume accumulated today and then they release it this afternoon, coming up to this daily, maybe up to that 200 EMA, and then maybe it reverses in power hour. That will be a really nice strong move. But it's building, it's still building, so we got to give the buyers some credit. Every time it gets pushed down, they're coming right back up. Every time it gets pushed down, they're coming up with this low, a higher low. So the bids are still accumulating, but you got this. This is a big area. You can see right now, 33,000, 030. There's 47 offers now, still holding this down. Remember, it can come down like an elevator, guys. So be ready for that. That's why you don't want to go high leverage inside this very, very difficult area to trade in here. Carlos, go on M30. Yeah, M30 is nasty, Carlos. A lot of indecision, but still building, okay, off the bottom. So that's why, guys, we're watching 33,000. Look at the last 30 minutes. 30 minutes, 1 hour, 90 minutes, 2 hours, almost 3 hours in this area, okay? So it is still holding 30-minute volume. Nasdaq is a different story. Red, green, red. US 30 is holding in here. Okay, we got it's painful to watch. Like, you're right, it's painful to watch these 30 minutes. It's painful to watch these 5 minutes. So you just got to be patient, guys. Okay, so if you're speculating in here, like I say, if you're trading in here, you got to understand you're looking for 15, 20, 30 pips in and out. Okay, until we get a further move above here, or if they break this down into here. So we came up with that higher high, got rejected. We're still holding. It's going to start again. Bullish. What can we do with this? Can we do something until the next 5 minutes when we get into our next 30-minute candle? Very critical area again. So it's not this is like a wall up here. Are you guys getting frustrated trading in here? Honest question. Are you guys getting frustrated trading this? You are? Okay. Why are you getting frustrated? Are you adding multiple orders? Are you trading too big for your account? Why are you getting frustrated in here? I'm trading this. I'm not getting frustrated. Okay, because you got to understand, if you're trading in here, trade smaller, speculate, see what's going on. Okay, and then if the buys are not working, that doesn't, then you shouldn't be adding more and more and more buys. You should know how to navigate this market calm and patiently. If you're struggling or getting really frustrated in here, there's a few things that you got to work on. Because this is not going to be the only day that we see momentum and volume move like this. We're going to see this lots of times, okay? So again, we're just in this box. So if you decide to trade in here, then you have to know the consequences in here. So that's why you shouldn't get frustrated if you're trading in here. That's why I said trade small, speculate trades, little 10-cent sizes when you're just testing things out. Okay, so they're coming back down. We're going to see what they do. Are they going to come down to this 950 area right here? This previous low where all these buyers stepped in right here. It's right here. Where all of those buyers took that move up, the market might be coming back down to them, and to see if they're interested to add more positions in here. So they're sitting pending orders waiting here, 32,950. There's 44 in the book. Did we break this area? Unfortunately, we didn't. Tried, but couldn't. And then now we're going into a new 30-minute candle in 2 minutes. Nasdaq is very heavy, yep. Okay, so they're coming down to, let's see if they can, what they do with these orders down here. Okay, you see where it kind of stalls? See where the bids now are filling. Okay, but then an offer might still bring it down. See how it goes in levels. 960 got taken out, and it goes to 958. Let's see, 960 holding, 955. Okay, so it's in a queue. So these have to transact before it can come down to where the bigger orders are. So it's still transacting in here. Let's see if they can move, like bids can move this away going into the new 30-minute candle. Lisa, you're getting Bookmap. Sign up for Global Plus. Global Plus is if you want stock equities. So if you want to also have like access to look at Apple, Amazon, Google, and things like that. If you're not interested in that, then just Global is fine. Okay, so you remember 950? There was a big block of bids here. They're not here now. They're down here at 925. So it's we got to see now going into right now 130. Okay, so they're pushing it down. You can be in a sell, guys, if you want. Like, see how it closed below? You can sell if you like, okay? But you just got to be careful. Sometimes it's a quick red candle that will come down and then pick up those bids and come right back up. So you just got to be careful in here. Nasdaq is breaking down and US 30 is breaking down. Gold, real quick, let's just check gold. Gold is still in this box. I would look for something above here, 1960 for gold, and continue shorting 1957 for gold. I'll be focusing on US 30 here. Okay, so that's what I mean. It came right down to the red line and going back up. Okay, so it's coming back up. This zone we got to flip red. Okay, just in case it comes back up here. It might act as supply. So it came into that green demand area, building. Okay, so it came right into there, the previous low. Yeah, Amin, I said I'm going to add a position on demand zone. So I added a position in the demand zone. I added a buy right here. I'm layering in positions, seeing if this demand zone is going to hold. And then again, I could look for another buy above that red box and then see if this next 30 minutes with this volume, if we could really bust out of this 33,000, okay? And you see where we're coming right back up to the VWAP. Okay, it's like a magnet. It's coming up here. But what we got to do is we got to get buy side bids above the VWAP. We got to take out this 33,010. There's 44 offers right below that previous area. If these bids can accumulate and we come up here, maybe strong in the next 30 minutes, we could have a nice little, maybe little bit of a breakout to maybe that daily to that 200 EMA. Okay, nice. I bought in here, guys. It's up 35 pips. Okay, there we go. Now it's pumping. Okay, so let's see now with this momentum if we can get this thing going. But we got to close above here strong too. It's going to close in 60 seconds. We don't want to just come up here and then it's possibly going to go right back down. We got to build off of this momentum. We need it to close strong so that our next bar, starting in this 30-minute candles, can continue being strong and take out all of these. Okay, but I bought right there that wick. It shot up 35 pips. If you want to get your 30 pips in and out, you can absolutely do that. But if we're building positions, you got to stomach pullbacks and all of those things. This is a critical area. We're still trading inside the box. Anything can happen in here. Okay, so here's the close last 30 seconds. How is it going to close? We've got some bids above the VWAP. But you see how they come right back down and close it near in here. Okay, so this could be algos trading. This could be HFT, high frequency trading going on. You just have it in a really condensed area. They're just, algos are going up and down, up and down. So you kind of got to, if you want to trade this area, you got to kind of trade like a robot yourself too. So we're going to see now if this box can flip green and hold and continue to build out of here. And then we get that move getting above 33,000 for the real confirmed signal buy up there. But the entire day is sell side. So I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to bring it down. They continue bringing it down. So sometimes when you get a candle like that goes up 20, 30 pips, if you're buying in this demand zone, you got to consider something. Okay, you got to either consider going to a break even, you got to consider scaling out a little bit of profit, or you got to consider if you're going to hold the trade, you have to know that there could be red candle continuing to come back down and looking to pick up more bids. It's all part of the process. That's why you need to decide before you take a trade, what is your plan? What are you doing? Are we holding this? Are we going to just inside scalp? Okay, so that's a nice wick we got at the VWAP. Got to continue building. I would love to just come up here and take out these offers. That would be so satisfying to see that. All of this accumulation, all in here. If we can just redistribute it up here. But it takes time. It might not even happen. Okay, that's the thing. But it's still holding. It's still holding. See how the volume is just like a magnet right at that VWAP? It was a very, very tight afternoon trading. Very tight. This is why you can't over leverage your account in a situation like this. Or else you're going to get yourself in trouble trading in here. Even a lot of this sell side volume, like if we can turn this delta volume up, maybe recover to minus 500, minus 600, that could give us enough volume to maybe come up to 33,000 and break out a little bit. And then when it breaks out here, then maybe it will get pushed down because today was all sell side volume. But if it can kind of accumulate in here and redistribute it up there, we'd kind of want to see this move up just to negative 500, 600, kind of come a little higher. But you still got to understand it's a sell day. So all buys today are counter trading. You have to know that. That's why when you're counter trading, sometimes you got to scale in slowly until you start to see it evolving and continuing to push up. Then you can start to scale in a little bit larger sizing as the move is developing. But that's it. It got rejected again. Okay, so you can clearly see come up into that heat, 33,005, get rejected. Can these bids, so we still have 950 holding, 45 bids. If it ever comes down here, maybe they come in. I'd like to see these bids start getting higher. This 45, this footprint right here, I'd like to see it going up higher. Now we got barcoding. So even to add insult to injury, now they start barcoding. So now it's red, green, red. So we are in pure consolidation. So that's why situations like this, pip and dipping does help. Unless you're holding and you can stomach a pullback. We haven't really broke this higher time frame demand zone. So like if you're panicking, I'm telling you that you are trading a little large for your account right now. If you're in the markets are testing our patience, the markets test your patience every single day, not just today. Every day the markets will test your patience. That's why this is a game of patience. It's a game of discipline. It's a game of risk management. That's what it boils down to. A lot of traders can't stomach this. They can't. I've been in consolidation for 8 hours in a day, just watching it for 8 hours, like a just ping pong, just going back and forth. And I waited 8 hours. I'm getting in little feeler trades, but finally when they released that volume after 8 hours, it was well worth it. It was like putting a full day into work, like a 8-hour shift, but eventually it paid off. So this is consolidating for 10:30 till now is what, 1:30? So we got about 3 hours of consolidation. Might even consolidate even longer till 2:30, 3 o'clock. Yeah, Isaiah, your niece is testing your patience right now, 5-year-old. I know, I have kids too. I know, they test my patience too. So maybe if you have kids and you're patient with kids, you guys can maybe be good traders because kids will test your patience more than these markets. Okay, look now. We got a bullish candle developing. So we got red, green, still holding here. Let's see if we can push up and close above this red box so that at least maybe we can get some momentum and take out these offers up here. It's still building. It's still building. Man, it's unfortunate how slow this is happening, but we can't, there's nothing that you and I can do. All we can do is be prepared if it closes above here or the 33,000 where our signal is. Okay, so we're coming back up again, but the next candle could come right back down. It could get rejected right here and come back down. That's how the market is moving. So we got to make a statement, like because someone is going to get squeezed out of this market today. Either these sellers are going to get squeezed out if the buyers can break it above here, or these buyers are going to get squeezed out of the market if these sellers continue to push it down. So this is where we are right now. And we're right back by that VWAP. So it's like a magnet here. Nasdaq is dropping. So like Nasdaq, if you're looking for maybe a buy, maybe above that red box and 50% of that bar. So if you're looking for Nasdaq, maybe a scalp, 14,360 for Nasdaq above there. That's a nasty rejection. Okay, so we came up strong, they rejected it again hard. So it's probably going to push down, take out these lows, and come back down to this red line, unless we can hold. I'm happy that you guys can see consolidation live. We can do this together. Because sometimes when I'm trading by myself and I'm watching this, when I explain this to other traders, that sometimes indices can consolidate for 3, 4, 5, 6 hours in a small tight zone, they don't believe me. I'm like, no, it can happen. If there's no volatility in the market, if there's no news, and the market is waiting for some critical news, this is how it trades. It's just, you got to think of what the market is doing. So the market is accumulating lots of volume for an eventual redistribution. Maybe if there's an announcement on debt ceiling, if there's maybe going into NFP, things like that. So they want to make sure that they have enough accumulation to move these markets big when there's big news. Okay, so we got rejected again up here. Did we close above here? No, got rejected. So red candle might come back down, might come down, pick up a wick and go right back up and play that ping pong game. Okay, let's take a look at gold. Maybe gold is better than this. No, gold is same garbage. Okay, gold is just inside here. I would wait for gold above here for anything. If gold breaks down below here, maybe a sell below 1957. Okay, unless you wanted to trade in here, I tried to make it clear that this is a consolidated area. Okay, now again, US 30, we're pushing back up. Okay, this is strong. We held the demand area. We held. Now, let's push with this, but close above here. We need that closure. So you guys can clearly see how this VWAP plays. It would be so satisfying to see a short squeeze here right before 2 p.m. or going into 2 p.m. or after. It would be really nice to see a nice little short squeeze. Aoife and I agree with you. Consolidation is a good thing because it actually is building up for a real move. I completely agree. But a lot of traders, when they're trading inside a consolidated area, they go too big, too fast, and they get taken out of the market. You can imagine, like this red candle could have taken out a lot of traders that over leverage. So you got to start small, build positions, small positions in an area of consolidation. When it starts to go in your direction, when it's redistributing the volume after some critical closes above some key areas, then you can start to add with the momentum of the market. But when you're testing things out, you got to start smaller, okay? Because if it goes against you, you can easily close those trades with a minimal loss to your account. Yeah, so see again, it's coming up and getting rejected. So as a buyer, every time it comes up, you're going to get tired of buying. You're not going to want to buy anymore. Every single time you come up and the market pushes you down. Every single time you come up, it pushes you down. Think about your psychology. Every time you buy and then it pushes you down. Every time it comes up again and pushes you down. you're probably going to get exhausted from buying, and then a market can see that exhaustion and then add more offers in the market to continue to push it down. Okay, so that's what is called exhaustion in the market. Every time these buyers are bringing it up, it's getting pushed back down. So when it comes down, we just got to see if it will hold the trend, because it could just come down to pick up more bids. Maybe there is just a slow passive buyer in here absorbing all of the push downs and absorbing. So this could be a passive buyer in the market, just like, you know how you and I, we do small trades. This could be a market player who's very passive. His small trades are probably not 10-cent lot sizes, but I'm sure they're a lot bigger than that. But he's passive buying. And then eventually when this market player has enough volume, then they will redistribute it. And now we're seeing again, we're coming right back up. So let's see if we can close above here in the next 1 minute. Oh my God, Shahab, you bought 8 times in that consolidation on Dow. Okay. I hope then, Shahab, we break out here. Hopefully you're adding all that liquidity in here. But this is a big candle, guys. So we got to get that closure above here. Then we might have momentum to get up to the bigger red box. And we have not challenged this area to break it for 3 hours. So hopefully this is the time that we can maybe do something with this. Okay, this big demand box is still holding. It just came down here quick at 130, but it reversed real fast. No real volume close below here. We're still holding good bids in here. They're still accumulating, so we still got good bids in the market. But we have to start closing above critical areas now. So here it is again. So did we close above there? No, not yet. We got an ignited bar open. It's 150. So we have 10 more minutes to go. Excuse me, into 2 p.m. So we're above the 9 EMA. Let's flip this red box green for momentarily to let us know that if it pulls down, we're still now in a nice bid area. We're above the VWAP now. Let's see if these bids can start to develop and we take out all of these offers. And then maybe we can get a nice little squeeze in here. I'm going to add one more buy. Here we go. Okay, so now we're pushing. I'm in another buy. So another buy in zero drawdown up. Okay, and then if it's probably going to get pulled back, but now we want to see if we can hold this box in here. Continue to build that volume so that we can take out this area. It's a slow build, guys. It's a slow grind. It's a slow build. It might not even materialize up there. So we have to be aware of that. All we can do is watch the depth of market. See our 47 bids now, they're getting a little higher. They were kind of down here at this yellow line. See how now they're coming up to 32,970. So this aggressive bidder is placing the bids higher, maybe to hold the depth of market. And maybe if the market comes down, wants to accumulate here without breaking the structure of the market. So you see where we are now, 33,000, that psychological area right here in Bookmap. We're right near that VWAP again. It's probably going to come down to the VWAP. Now we've got bids at the VWAP. So we've got to see if we can hold in here now. Got to build off of this area. It's not easy to trade in consolidation. It's not. It's one of the hardest things to do. This is like a real ugly double bottom. It's an ugly one. Like where it came down, one bottom. There's our neckline, like right over here. There was that second bottom that came down there. Now we're coming up. So this is that neckline, like right in here, that we're trying to break. So it came up, got rejected. It might push back down to here. It might come back down into here. Okay, but we got to see what it will do inside this box. I hope this move develops by 2:30 because I got to get out of here by 2:30. So I'd like to see something happen here. Carlos, I'm not in big sizes. So Carlos is saying to sell, guys. Carlos is our seller. So if you guys want to sell, you guys go ahead. You guys can go ahead. Sell the market. So we're getting close to our hourly candle at 2 p.m. in the next 5 minutes. So remember that hourly volatility that can come into the market, guys. If you like to sell, go ahead and sell. If you want to close these positions, some of you guys are not even trading in this consolidated box, and that's good that you guys aren't. Okay, I'm speculating in here myself. Yeah, Nasdaq is pushing down. It retested, broke that daily. It's dropping. So Nasdaq could drop down to that next daily, but just keep in mind as 2 p.m. opens a new hourly candle, it could be a pullback, but then continuing to push down. So just if you're in sells, also keep in mind about that too. Kim, if I'm trading in the consolidated box, do I prefer 1 minutes? Yes, absolutely. I really do enjoy the 1 minute candles inside there because they make quick moves and it makes decisions easy. So like when I took that buy here, it went up 40 pips. So you can get in and out of the market real quick. If you're following it on the 1 minute, you can see it more clearly. Like right here, where you buy that and then it moved up 40 pips in just a couple minutes. This one where I bought too, that breakout, it came right up for 15, 20 pips. You can make your decision really easy. Trading 1 minute candles. They're more visual, they're faster, they can make your decision a lot easier. Okay, so we're going to go into 2 p.m. and then we got 30 more minutes together because then I have an appointment I got to get to. So we're going to watch what happens. Remember, today is sell side day. Okay, so a lot of these buys are counter trading buys. We're looking for volume to close above here, but our signal for a buy is at 33,000. So all of these trades inside here, they're all speculating trades. Even if you're selling, you're going to sell into a big demand pool. So you got to be careful in here too. So we're going to see at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. will give us more information, guys. So let's just be patient, wait for our 2 o'clock candle in 2 more minutes. We're not really moving anywhere, okay? We haven't broke this yellow line. We're right at the VWAP, and we really haven't broke this yellow line. So it's just been a very tight session. You can see how horrible the price action is. But I think the entire market is like this. Doesn't matter what we're looking at. I think it's just a choppy market. Gold is choppy. I'm sure oil is. I'm sure the pound dollar is as well. Okay, there's just nothing going on this afternoon. The market is waiting for debt ceiling talk. So trade a little smaller in situations like this. 90 seconds to go to our hourly candle. Okay, so now it's coming again inside this big demand area. Okay, so this is where we really have to watch going into the close of the 1 hour. What they could do is they could squeeze it coming all the way down here, maybe pick up another wick and come up. But if this starts to push down, then sell side is the call. Okay, so here's the close, guys. 2 p.m. It's a new hourly candle. For some securities, it's a 4-hour candle, so let's be prepared. Okay, there's going to be lots of volatility. Okay, so open green is probably going to get rejected and come down. See if it flips green, maybe attempt to come back up to the 90 EMA, this red box. If not, this thing is going to push down, break these lows, and come back down to this red line. Let's see if it can hold. Okay, so it's bullish. Normally, sometimes it starts like this. It might just come up, attract some buyers real quick, and then push down again. Okay, so it came up green, got rejected. Now it might push and break and come down a little lower into here. But this is where that demand pool is. Okay, so we've got 46 bids still waiting in here. We'll know more if it comes down and transacts down into here. This will tell us. If the offers take out this, then it's going to drop. If it comes in, transacts in here and holds, then it might come back up to the VWAP. It's not the greatest to be trading in here anyways. Okay, I tried to make that clear from the start of this call. We're just speculating. Okay, there's not any real confirmations of anything going on right now. Even sell, there's not real any confirmations of selling yet. For US 30 I'm talking. For Nasdaq, yeah, Nasdaq made a move. It broke, it retested, and dropped through here. So this is now, if you want to go on sells, now is probably a good opportunity to sell US 30. Cutting through here, it could take out all of these bids and drop down in here. So if you're a seller, this is where maybe you would look to sell, place your stop loss like above this red box, and what you're hoping for is for it to come back down and take out this low, this wick right here. If you're selling, okay, because if it takes out there, it will take out all of these bids. I'm still not transacting yet. I'm still waiting. Did I take a trade in Nasdaq? No, I didn't. I'm trading US 30. Okay, so see now how it's coming back up bullish. So let's see what what it does in this red box above here. Okay, so it came back down into this liquidity pool, got the bids. That's why you got to be careful also selling into here. You're selling into a demand pool. It's a spin top candle. We opened, came green, came back down red, came back up green. We're right in the middle. So even this candle has no idea where it wants to go. So we can't trade a spin top candle, okay? Unless you're speculating. That's that word I'm trying to use. If you're speculating. If you're speculating a sell, if you're speculating a buy, you go in small. You test out the market till it starts to at least give you maybe a buy confirmation above here. We're still waiting for 33,000 up there. If you're looking for a sell confirmation, need some volume to close below here. It's just too tight, in a tight area today. So this is where if you're potentially selling, you could look for sells. It came up there, got rejected right up here. Continue pushing down. If this bar closes down here in the next 30 seconds, you might get a further retest and more sell side volume pushing down. So that's if you're looking to sell in here. But we got to get some volume, red volume to close down in here if you're looking for a sell. Yeah, Nasdaq is breaking down. Nasdaq is nice sell. Nasdaq might push all the way down to this daily 278 down here, this yellow line. Okay, so here's our new candle. Did we close below? Yes, for US 30, we did. Now it's kind of like a retest. So it's a big green candle, so it's coming up. Let's see how it will react again. Is it going to come up to the 9 EMA or up to this red box? If it just comes up, again, there's excited buyers that are buying, and a market maker could just start pushing this down again. If it gets retested and holds and then starts to exhaust these buyers, it's going to drop, break the low, and come down to this red line. So that's if you're looking for sells. If not, just continue waiting. There's nothing wrong with just being patient and waiting. There's still some bullish divergence forming on RSI. Okay, so they might dip it down to grab that last bit of liquidity, those bids waiting in there, and the strength might pick up. So I'm going to look again above this area, 32,963 above this red box, for maybe a continued buy to come up to this big red box this afternoon. No drip. It's a tough session. It's a tough session, but we got to understand that we're going to get sessions like this. Okay, I'm used to this. I don't know about you guys. Maybe some of you guys, this is you haven't traded this, you haven't seen this before, but I'm just trying to give you guys some advice. When either number one, don't trade this area. Okay, that's number one. Those are number one rules. But if you want to participate in here and learn how the markets are moving, use small lots, small, tiny ones, insignificant lot sizes. For some traders, 10 cents, 10 cent, a micro size, the smallest size, 10 cents a pip, and learn what's going on in here. Okay, even those sell sides, those sellers got faked out of the market now, so they're probably getting squeezed. If you sold that big green candle, okay, if you sold down here, that green candle now is 20 pips, so you're in 20 pip drawdown from selling in demand area. So it goes both ways. If you're selling, you can get caught. If you're buying, you get caught. We're in just such a tight area in the market where both sides are accumulating. You either have to have rapid scalping in here, or you're building and holding a position on your bias. So again, it came up to this red box and got rejected. So if they exhaust these buyers, then this market unfortunately is probably going to sell off. How many times can these buyers keep buying and getting rejected and rejected and rejected? So obviously, maybe with time, all of this selling pressure is going to continue to redistribute all this volume and take out this low, and maybe come take out this low. Okay, so even if you were on a sell I would have recommended that you place your stop loss above this red box, okay? Because if you're sold, see how it came up? You're still in the sell. Now you got maybe a shooting star candle coming down, ready to break and push down. So that's why it's important to understand where to place stop loss too. It's not just about taking a buy and sell. It's where do you place your stop loss. So that's why I create these boxes here to help identify areas of structure. So if you're in a sell and it came up there, maybe if you had your stop loss in the red box, you're safe. You maybe had to risk 25 pips, but you didn't get tagged out of the market. And now the market could be pushing down in your direction where you're possibly going to make 20 to 30 pips if it continues to break down. Okay, but I'm not convinced on anything right now. I'm neutral. Nothing is going on. It's still right by the VWAP. It's still right here. Just in a very, very tight area. But when I leave at 2:30, I'm going to place an alert on my chart right up here, and I'm going to place an alert up here at 33,000 on my phone, my mobile. And then when I go about my business around 2:30 for the next 90 minutes in the market, I'll be watching right here, and I'll be watching here for possible buys. If it continues to accumulate in this demand area, then maybe late afternoon there might be a rally up there. There might not be. Okay, so then I'll also have maybe an alert down here for possible sell below this area. Maybe they redistribute all that volume to 32,800. Like if it comes back down, sell, and it takes out this is where the market could possibly drop. Look how much imbalance there is. Okay, those next wicks are right there, 32,843, right there. But these buyers are still relentless. These bids, they're still coming in the market. Okay, so you kind of got to respect these bids. They're not giving up. The bids are still in the market. They're still holding it up above the previous liquidity grab right there. Nasdaq is reversing just a little bit, but Nasdaq maybe wants to test this area right over here, 14,323. Right here. Okay, and again, if you want to speculate a Nasdaq buy, you could come right here. And then you take it, if you go into a buy, if it closes above this area and pushes up, maybe it pushes up to the purple, maybe back up to here. So if you're taking that counter buy as well on Nasdaq, from here to there is about 15 pips, maybe up to there is about 30. Okay, but you need volume to close above. Don't just take, because it could just break, get a wick, and go right back down. So you kind of got to watch for volume to close above there. If it creates a double bottom, you should be already going through the motion. You see where they gapped it down, that nice ignited bar? So you should have like kind of a green box right there, just developing right now. So you can start to see if it pulls back, maybe your double bottom might be down here, 14,300. US 30 is coming right back up. So we got to let this thing develop. I know it sucks. How long have we been on this call for? Since 12, over 2 hours, and we don't have like a real move in the market yet. It's just one of those days, guys. That's why I say some days we have really, really good volume to trade, you know, where we get those big breakouts and they're going up 50, 100, 150 pips. They're just continuing to make higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and higher lows. Those are great days. You got to take advantage of those days. But then there's other days that trade like this. And you need to figure out what you'd like to do. Either, I know some guys are saying in our group, they're sitting back, they're relaxing right now. That's good too. That's what you can do. When you identify this type of volume, sit back and wait. You might have to wait an hour. You might have to wait 2 hours, but you don't have to sit on the charts. Set an alert. If you got TradingView, set an alert here. See here how I have an alert. If I was off the charts with you guys, I didn't have to sit here and watch all this. I could have gone on with my business, gone outside, cut the grass, whatever I had to do, and I'll get alerts. And then I can take the trade when I see confirmations. Or you got to do inside scalping, guys. You might get a move and it might be good for 10, 20, 30 pips. Either if you're selling, like here, if you're selling, you got to do something. You got to take your money out. Even if you're buying, here, it's moving up 10, 20, 30 pips. You got to do something. You got to either close your trade, close a portion of it, or go to break even. Another option is, if you're trading in here, trade very small. Speculate. Okay? There's that fancy word, speculate. We have speculators in the market that their job is to speculate where things are going to move. So sometimes you got to be a speculator in the markets too. I like to get more emotionally involved as opposed to just watching. I like to get my adrenaline going. I like to get in a trade. Even if it's just a small trade, it's still, you're involved. I see how far it squeezes down some traders where it forces stop losses. Then maybe I can get in and buy the bottom, just like how Bookmap is showing where the bids are and things like that. So if you're developing a position, if you're going to take 1, 2, 3 positions, you got to start off, your first position is small, your next second position could be a medium size, and then your third and final position, once you have all the confluence going in your direction, that might be your regular trading size. But always when you're speculating, start off small. Even if you're going to add multi positions, you don't just go in your first position with your big trade, because if that one goes in drawdown, then that's it. Your position is over. You're stopped out of the market. So you got to start small, where you can hold a little bit of pullbacks. You can see what's going on in the demand zone. So has it broke down here? No, not really. Did it come down and take out this low? No. So the bids are still holding. We're right near that VWAP again. So it's like just a very consolidated market right now. But later on this afternoon, if it gets above here again, I'll be looking to possibly buy again. If the volume can come up here, close above this area, close above. Okay, we've had that breakout, no real volume close above. We need that volume close above and then retest this and hold maybe this afternoon. Then it might have all of that volume come back up and take out this area where we've been rejected all this afternoon. And then there's that 33,000. That's where SST has a signal and could maybe break all the way up to here and come tap that 200. That's one possible path. And here we go. Okay, so it's building. So if you sold, I was not selling down there. Okay, my mindset is buy side. That's how it's been since the start of this call. Nasdaq is pushing above here too now. So this is the impulse on Nasdaq. Got to see for that body to close, maybe give us a retest, maybe a double bottom pullback into halfway here or the bottom down here. So let's see what happens to the close of this candle. But I'm not surprised if it comes up here and then they push it right back down. They've been doing it all afternoon. So it could come up again and they push it right back down. That's why it's so important for volume to close above so that we can flip the order book. Because otherwise, if we don't flip this book, these offers are just coming in stronger. Got to flip the book. Okay, so now we're pushing up bullish. Okay, so for those sellers, I just want to give you a heads up. Like, you guys had right intentions of selling, but you're selling in a demand. You're selling in a demand pool. So that's all. I tried to make that clear for all the sellers. But you could still be holding your sell position with a stop loss above here. But now these bids could possibly take your stop out of the market. So that's what I'm trying to look at for buy side. I've had my bias this entire call buying. In this choppy garbage. Okay, maybe we can get something good out of this. I only have 13 more minutes, guys. Okay, so if this breaks out after I'm done, I'm gonna be so upset because I've been waiting for this play the entire call. But you guys know the drill. You guys know what to do after the call. But hopefully in 13 minutes we pop. Maybe that's all we need. Give us our 13-minute break here. Okay, so now what are we doing? We're above the VWAP. Good. We got to get more bids in here. Now we're transacting right here at this area, 33,000. Look at where those offers are. They're sitting up here, 51. I would like all this buy side volume to come in, transact up here. Unload. Come up in here. And maybe we can take out these offers and then have that nice bullish break above here. But here we go 60 seconds into the close. So again, you can buy an impulse candle, but let's wait for it to close because the next candle could pull back. Maybe we could buy the pullback. Maybe there'll be an ignited bar. If you're already holding some buys, you're in profit right now. Okay, so let's go now. Now we're coming up, we're breaking up again. What was our previous high? This red candle right here, 32,973. So right now, before this body closes, I'm flipping this box green. I'm going through the motion, like you guys should be too. So if we get a pullback, we kind of want to hold 50%. We're above the 9 EMA. We have a very strong bullish candle. Let's see if we can take out the high right now with this momentum. It would be really nice in the next 30 seconds. If this closes up here and gives me a nice retest, I'm going to add a buy. Here we go. Here's the close, guys. So we didn't break for a new higher high yet. Okay, there's the close. Green. Let's see if it can take out the high. It's kind of like tweezer top, equal high right now. And if we can break, possible buy side. If it's red, it's going to come down to retest the green box. Coming down now, retest. Okay, so we're going to see now, can we get some bids accumulating here, holding this area? And maybe if we flip this red candle back up, then we might have momentum to break this high and come up to this big zone. Okay, that's a nice retest, holding. See the wick? Okay, let's see if we can build off of this now. Same with Nasdaq. Nasdaq closed above. Look for a retest on Nasdaq. Beautiful. Okay, so it's still holding. Let's see if we can kind of flip this candle, flip it, yeah, turn it up, but then get it into a hammer candle where we're going to take out the high. Yep, right there. I'm going to go in for another buy and enter one more. Yep, buying the hammer. Hopefully we can get a sweet little play to near the close of this call. Okay, so I'd like to see a lot of this volume come up into this area. 32,980. Come on. Transact up in here. Like this liquidity. Find this liquidity. There we go. Okay. And then maybe it can perform a little bit of a short squeeze now. This afternoon, all of those short sellers, this is where we want to kind of squeeze and redistribute this volume. Beautiful. Okay, you guys should be up in profit right now. Okay, this candle was zero drawdown, running a little bit. There's going to be pullbacks, obviously. There's been pullbacks for the last 3 hours, but let's see if we can continue staying up there and continue pushing. Yes, there we go. There's the pop. There we go, guys. Beauty. Okay, I'm going to close some positions, guys, here because I only have a few minutes. I got to go get my kids, but very nice, guys. For you guys that held the buys and were watching, and good job, guys. Okay, I would love to hold this trade longer, but I'll be watching it on my phone later for other moves. But my voice trembled at the last push. Sorry, I was closing trades. I was closing positions. Okay, but you see, guys, we're coming right back up to those equal highs. Okay, so hopefully, if you're, we can bust out of here this afternoon and push. I'm happy with that move. Okay, so I was building up, building, but see how kind of squeeze those shorts down there. We're coming in a demand zone. That's why my mind was all buy the whole time. It's all buy. You know, some traders in our group were sell side, and I respect that. But once I make up my mind, I'm going with what I see. I was seeing the bids developing. I didn't see any structure really breaking down. We were staying near the VWAP. So it could have, and this could come tumbling down. Remember that. Today is still a very sell side day. So you got to keep that in mind, okay? But here's next liquidity up here, 33,045. That's that yellow daily line up here. Okay, so how many positions did I have, Rav? I'll show you right now. 1 second, guys. Rav, if I had more time, I would keep the positions open, but I gotta seriously go get my kids at school. So these were my positions, guys. Okay, I closed them at different times. But here's the 10 cent, the feeler. Okay, the little feeler that went in drawdown. That feeler went for 23 pips. But then I took another buy at 968 standards now. 17, 18 pips. Another one at 934. That one was 52 pips. And then another one at 969. But again in the demand zone, 17 pips. And then this one I closed out early. This was that final one I just went in for 10 pips and closed. So about one band, $1,000 right there, just on that move. I would have liked to hold longer, but I got to go get my kids and I cannot focus on this when I'm going to the school. But started off with a little feeler, a little 10 cent one that brought me into a little bit of drawdown, but I was buying this, kind of bought this move. That candle was that last one I just bought. But 4 trades and 1 feeler. So 5 positions. And it's possibly going to continue to break out of here. Watch 33,000, okay? Going into maybe power hour. Also remember that it could push down sell side volume. Nasdaq is bullish, okay? So guys, I'm happy that this helped, okay? This was a very informative session because I know a lot of traders get real, like, it can't trade this stuff. So hopefully I taught you guys something. You know, trade small if you can until you figure out what's going on in the demand area. So that's why I was adding positions in demand. I was going with just like how the bids were coming in. So I'm putting in like transactions with the bids in the market, like the Q. Now it's continuing to push up. So I hope you guys can continue with your trades, but just keep an eye on this area, this daily. Okay, guys. But I do got to get out of here. I really have to get my kids from school early. I got to take them to the dentist appointment. But this was a tough session. This was very, very difficult to trade. But all it required was patience, a little bit of discipline, trading smaller sizing, feeling out the market. You see, even myself, I traded with 10 cents. I'm not ashamed of that. But that 10-cent trade helped me get $1,000. Because it really it helped me understand what was going on down here. I need to be emotionally involved in a trade. That's just the way how I trade. Maybe for some of you guys psychologically, you need that as well. I've always been trading like this, where sometimes a little trade is like my little soldier. It goes in there. If I go in 30, 40, 50 pips of drawdown, I can stomach losing $3 or $4 or $5. Okay, I have no problems with that with my account size. For other traders, I understand. Maybe if you're only trading with $50, $100, that's a big percentage for you. but it really helps me understand what's going on in the market, and it allows me to pile up the standard sizes. Okay, so I hope I walked you through that, guys. You know, it was a difficult afternoon, guys. Yeah, Shahab is in with 8 buys. Maybe he added more. Shahab, how many buys are you in right now? But sometimes if you have the right mentality, the right analysis, that's why position trading can be very beneficial. But it could have been a disaster too if it went against me. But that all of what I was risking was 1% of my account size. So I'm okay with that. But here we go. So now I'm getting an alert right now, crossing this level. So if I was right now, I'm getting alert on my mobile. Okay, also right now. So if I'm away from the computer, I'm getting alert. I'm watching on MT4. I have this area marked that it's a critical daily area. I could be doing the same thing, watching above, below, and this is a critical area. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. Thank you guys so much. I'm happy we got a little bit of a nice little bullish break by the end of the call. I would have been disappointed if it happened at like 3 o'clock and we didn't get to witness it. So guys, just please, if you can, scale out. Okay, you know the rules. Go to a break even, scale out some profit. If you're happy with everything, good job. Nasdaq is pumping. So right here was the area. Or if you missed that, the retest right there. Ignited bar. Breaking out. So maybe US 30 can follow a little bit higher. Okay, guys, great call. It was tough. It was, but education is important. Gold. Okay, so what is gold doing? Absolutely nothing. Okay, so gold, like I'll still chart it. We'll do it for you guys, but indices sometimes can move a lot nicer. Okay, guys, thank you guys. Hit the likes, subscribe, notifications. We'll do this again tomorrow. I appreciate you guys. If you want to join the SST, join us. We do London's, we do Wall Street, we do Post, we do webinars, we have education, we have signals, we have everything, okay? And we have an amazing Discord community with all of our traders sharing information, helping each other out throughout the day. It's awesome. Okay, guys, that's it for me, but I have to go. I got kids. So you want a day in the life of a real trader? Okay, I have kids. I know, I told you guys. Someone's like, Ron, do a day in the life. I'm telling you, my day in the life is really boring. It's me taking kids to school, scalping on the way there, picking up kids and scalping. So it's boring. Believe me, I have a boring life, guys. But I'm there for my kids. Not boring that way, but boring like I don't live on an island and things like that, like the other Forex traders. Thank you, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody, and God bless everyone. Guys in Zoom, PK will be on later on for Asian session. And guys on YouTube, thanks, guys, for joining. Hopefully this continues to run, and this kind of squeezes the shorts, and we can continue to milk this move. Yep, so it's continuing. Beautiful, okay? So the accumulation happened, and we're moving out of here. So get your pips, guys, because this thing could come tumbling down, too, at any time. But just secure along the way. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. I appreciate all of you guys. Enjoy, guys. Have a great day. God bless.
Hey guys, good morning. Good morning.
Have a good day, guys.
Welcome to the live session of Stocksnipertrading. My name is Dave, guys. My partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell. Okay, I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please. Secure.
Trading with a perfect broker is the key, which takes you one step ahead. At AAAFx, we have you covered. The future of Forex is zero commission. Here at AAAFx, we offer ultra-low commission, which starts at 99 cents per lot. Our account's spreads start from 0.0 pips. With account leverage up to 500x, and can have a minimum deposit of $100, with an additional 100% deposit bonus, regulated by HMC Greece, compliant with ESMA, EU, regulated with FSCA, South Africa. Nothing to lose, but something to gain. Trade with the world's most liquid market provider, AAAFx, recommended by Stocksnipertrading. To get started, use the affiliate link below.
As a trader, we all look for tight or low spreads, which helps us to get in and out of the market. Using the right broker can help us try different strategies. With multiple options of brokers on the web, here at Stocksnipertrading, we have a recommended broker, that is, HankoTrade. With spreads as low as 0 pips and leverage up to 500x, HankoTrade is just one click away. With multiple account types to choose from, you also have a minimum deposit of $10. Using HankoTrade's affiliate program, refer a friend and earn up to a 40% commission on trading volume. Built by traders, for traders. HankoTrade.